Those of you that are listening, if you're at home or if you can, get your Bible. Let your eyes fasten on some of these words we're going to read. That way you won't say, well, you won't act like it's word of men. You won't just take it as, well, that's Brother Ken up there talking. No, it's not that. That's so. But this is the Word of God. Somebody used to talk about, they mentioned tithing quite a bit. Or not quite a bit, but they mentioned it. That's not correct. Quite a bit. Well, this is before I tithed and became a tither. And I knew it was the truth because it was coming out of the Word of God. I knew it was the truth. But one day I was reading, and this is, way back, years ago. And I was reading in the Word, and I come across it. I didn't even know where it was. And when my eyes fastened on that, I said, just inwardly, I said, my God, there it is. And that made it so real for me when I saw it on the pages of God's Word. It meant more than me just hearing somebody say it, even though I knew it was so, And brother, from that time on, I began to do that. It was rough. It wasn't easy. Amen. It wasn't easy at all. It was hard. See, some people think that if you do something for God, that it ought to just, everything be okay, and be good and lots of times it is. But now, everything that's right is not easy. That's right. Sometimes doing what's right can be hard, tough, rough. How are you supposed to tithe when you got $20 left every week to eat on? Where's your 10% supposed to come from? Huh? Where's it supposed to come from? Well, you know what? The reason it wasn't there is because God's way has to be walked in. And it has to get you to the point where it will be there. If it was there already, well, what's the purpose of doing anything? Well, amen. But I determined that day, and I don't know why I'm going to talk about this. This is not what I want to talk about this morning. I got other things. But just let me finish. And I started paying my tithe, and I tell you what it was. I struggled. And somebody, would have immediately said, well, you know what? It just must not be God. Or why would I have to struggle for? Why would I have to do it? He said he would. He said he'd open the windows of heaven and pour me out a blessing, that there'd not be room enough to receive it. Well, it ain't happened yet. Well, what now? Now here comes my question to you. Now, what's that got to do with anything? Does that change what God said? See, if our own lives and our own witness to the Word would change it, then it'd be changing constantly, wouldn't it? Well, one would say, well, see, that didn't work. I told you I paid my tithes for this or that or whatever. But what I'm saying is this. Now, look, I'm not pointing this at anybody. I have nobody in mind, so I'm not preaching on you. I'm just going to talk this, and that's it. His Word is settled forever. And to you, it has to be that way. You have to get to the point to where you say, like if you see it pinned here on the pages of the Word, then you've got to know that's just as good. If it was engraved in stone, God wrote it Himself and handed it to you and said, here, this is from me. Now when you do that, There ain't no way to go but up. And so I struggled for a while, but not too long. And the next thing you know, I got a raise on the job. Well, that raise just about paid my tithes, you know. Well, wasn't long after that, get another raise. Wasn't long after that, something else would go better. Wasn't long after that, I was out doing stuff for myself. Wasn't long after that, making more money than I ever made in my life. Wasn't long after that, making more money than I ever made in my life. Wasn't long after that, making more money than I ever made in my life. Instead of paying $20 a week in tithe, or $30 or $40, now sometimes you'd pay thousands. When you pay your tithes, and you might take, you don't have to pay them every week, but you might write a check for hundreds of dollars. You might write a check for thousands of dollars. I think writing a tithe check for thousands of dollars is better than writing one for 20. Don't you?